most common questions that I get asked during my prompt engineering training sessions is, Bhavani, what's the easiest and the best way to prompt? Well, keep in mind, ChatGPT has plethora of information, but it's not a search engine. It's a conversational tool. So if you need the right answer, you need to ask the right query. In today's session, I'm going to be demonstrating what's the easiest and the simplest way to prompt so you can get the right answer that are customed and tailored for your query. Hey, my name is Bhavani Kola. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, this channel is all about educational tools, tips, and technology. So if you don't want to miss out on all the fun, please make sure you subscribe. So here I'm on my ChatGPT interface. In today's session, I'm going to show you two best techniques, if you will, that will help you get the right answer for your right queries. The first one is called the Genius Mode. Well, I made that name up and I'm going to demonstrate how it works. So here I am on my GPT and I'm going to, let's say I want a presentation on ethics of AI. And I'm going to go ahead and type in create a presentation on ethics of AI. And if you noticed, I am giving it a name called task, and then I am separating with those delimiters that they're highly recommended in the OPT chat prompting techniques or ChatGPT's prompting techniques. And then I ask a question, ask all the questions needed to complete the above task. So not only I'm giving GPT a task, but I'm also asking GPT to ask me all the questions to complete the task. And here you will see what happens. Well, to create a presentation on ethics, I need to give so much of information. I need to talk about my audience. I need to talk about how long it's going to be. And there could be many more that I do not remember and I don't know what to ask. So here I'm taking the help of GPT to help me ask those questions. And let's go ahead and see what happens. And once I click ask all the questions, GPT is just throwing all those questions at me. It says, talk to me about your audience, your concept and scope. And it says format and style, engagement and interaction. Do you want it to be lively? Do you want to have discussions? Follow-up resources, customization and branding, additional notes. And then I'm going to type in, did you forget anything else? Well, it's a conversational tool, remember. And I'm going to type in, and it's going to say, great question. Here are the additional considerations, cultural global considerations and practical tools and framework, emerging issues and further trends, specific ethical dilemmas, stakeholders, and it goes on and on and on. Well, if you're overwhelmed with the way GPT is asking you those questions, you can always say, ask me questions one by one. That way GPT knows that you should be answering one by one questions. So there you have it. So all you have to do is go ahead and ask, name it as task. Well, ask and task, and then you will type in ask all the questions needed to complete the above task. So you're giving a task and you're telling GPT to ask all the questions to complete the above task perfectly. And once you complete answering all the questions or you give GPT the answers for all these questions, guess what? You will get a tailored, customed presentation for you. These are too many questions for me. I don't want to answer these just for demonstration purposes, but let's move on to the next technique. Here's your technique number 2, which is also called as meta prompting. So I've asked GPT, create a presentation on the importance of statistics in machine learning. Well, I'm going to go ahead and type enter, and GPT is creating and slide after slide. And remember, I'm going to stop it. Remember, I did not ask GPT for how many slides. I did not give any information. This is a blank sentence asking GPT to create a presentation. Well, once it's creating, I stop GPT and I go ahead and say, this is great. Well, let me scroll down. This is great. Thank you. Well, I did say thank you. I did appreciate GPT. What would be a better prompt that would give me? I want statistical facts, methods, graphs, data analysis, and fun ways of using statistics. Keep in mind, I am not asking GPT to make a presentation. Here, I'm asking GPT to give me a better prompt so I can type it back and give the query back to GPT, where GPT can give me a better answer. Well, these techniques can be used not just in ChatGPT, but Claude, Perplexity, whichever AI tool you're using. But this is a generic way of prompting. And let's go ahead and see what it says. We're going to say, great, this is great, thank you. What would be a better prompt? So I'm asking GPT to help me prompt so I can type that prompt back. Well, that's cheating, but that's okay. And it says to craft a better prompt, it's saying improved prompt, statistical, explanation. Well, I don't know what's happening. New chat. Okay. And then it goes on and on and on. And once it goes on, I'm going to say, well, can you enhance the prompt any further? So look what I'm doing. After I asked it to enhance, I am asking GPT to think further and say, can you enhance the prompt any further? And I'm also going to say, think step by step. Well, that T doesn't need to be capital, step by step. And enter. And now it's giving me an enhanced step-by-step prompt. Create a detailed guide for all of statistics, including the following steps, the core methods, graphical presentation. I really don't know why this is coming up. This is very new to me, but I'll take a look at it later. And here it says engaging fun uses, why this works. And what I'm going to do is I am simply going to copy this entire prompt that has been enhanced and created by GPT. And I'm going to open a new window and paste the chat or the prompt and click go. There you have it. So from one single line prompt, I used the help of GPT to enhance my prompt by giving it slight information on what exactly I'm looking in the prompt. And then I asked GPT, can you enhance this any further? Once it enhances, I can go back and say, did you miss anything? Can you enhance it any further? But, I like the way the prompt is, and there is no way I could have come up with this entire prompt myself. And once this is done, I go back and paste it, and here GPT is giving me a complete presentation, examples. And if I don't have any examples, I can also say, can you give me some graphical examples and graphs, graphical examples and graphs. Does that even make sense? But let's see. Oh, I should have said, can you add? You know what? I'm going to stop it and I'm going to edit and say, can you, not can you, it's going to be authoritative. Add some graphs and fun examples. And send. And then let's see what happens. GPT is analyzing. Well, it did take some time to give me all these graphs, but GPT has given me graphs separately. So I went back and said, you know what, thank you, but put all the above together and make a presentation. And look what it does. It takes its time while I paused, and it is giving me a presentation. And all I have to do is simply click on download. And here I have the download file. I take a look. It does have a complete presentation. It has my graphs. Again, this is just for demonstration purposes. There's so much you can do, but this is just to tell you how you will be using GPT's capability to help you prompt and get the right answer for the query. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, please make sure you like and subscribe. And if you think it's worth sharing, please go ahead and do so, because they could be educators or anyone who's trying to improve their prompting techniques. And why not use ChatGPT to improve yourself and prompt to GPT so you can answer your queries better. Like always, happy teaching, and please do take care of yourself.